Good evening, and welcome back to the Doggin Report. Tonight, we focus on the NBA playoffs and all that it has to offer. This week, we saw the NBA season come to a close. After an exciting play-in tournament, the playoff picture was finally revealed, and we are now knee-deep into the first round, which is a best-of-7 tournament where the first team to 4 wins advances. We'll begin with the Eastern Conference. It comes at no surprise that number 1 seed Philadelphia 76ers are leading the series against number 8 Washington Wizards 1-0. Washington is making it back to the playoffs after a 3-season hiatus with the addition of the triple-double king, Russell Westbrook. They'll need all the help they can get. Number 2 seed Brooklyn Nets and their big 3 of James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant are finally all healthy and are leading the series 2-0 against number 7 seed Boston Celtics, who many NBA fans had high hopes for with the emergence of superstar Jason Tatum. The Milwaukee Bucks came in as the 3rd seed and is currently beating the bricks off the Miami Heat 2-0 in a bit of a revenge match after Miami upset the Bucks in last year's Eastern Conference Finals. And finally in the East, perhaps the Cinderella of this year's playoffs, the 4th-seeded New York Knicks, who haven't advanced to the postseason since 2013, are down 1-0 to the 5th seed Atlanta Hawks, who are led by the young gunner Trae Young. And now for the Western Conference. The number 8 seed Memphis Grizzlies did not come to play around. After knocking off the Golden State Warriors in the play-in tournament, last season's Rookie of the Year, Ja Morant, has his team up 1-0 on the number 1 seeded Utah Jazz. If the Jazz don't turn it around in Game 2, soon they'll be singing the blues. The 4th seed Los Angeles Clippers are at the gateway to hell. After a dismal performance in the playoffs last year, they find themselves down 0-2 to Luka Doncic and the 5th seed Dallas Mavericks. One of the more exciting series so far has been that of the 3rd-seeded Denver Nuggets versus number 6 Portland Trailblazers. The Blazers took Game 1, but despite a 32-point first half in Game 2 from Dame Time Lillard, the Nuggets dominated the second half with the help of an amazing performance from possibly this season's MVP, Nikola Jokic, and tied the series 1-1. And finally, after winning it all last year, the Lakers, ravished with injuries this season, find themselves in the 7th slot, battling against number 2 Phoenix Suns, who no one thought would even make the playoffs. The addition of Chris Paul transformed this team into a genuine contender. After losing Game 1, Anthony Davis and LeBron James came on strong in Game 2 to even up the series 1-1. If the Lakers go on to capture back-to-back titles, they will be the first 7th-seeded team to take home the Larry O'Brien Trophy in NBA history. The Houston Rockets of the 1994-95 season were the lowest seed at number 6. When asked if this feat had been something weighing on the players' minds, this is what LeBron James had to say.
For us as a group, we don't look for bulletin board, motivation. We're motivated because we're in the postseason again, and as a team, we have an opportunity to do something special. No matter what seed you are, if you get into the postseason, we have an opportunity to do something special, and we're one of those 16 teams that made the postseason. So we look forward to it.
It's too early to predict any outcomes, but I'm sure NBA fans are in for a treat no matter how the cookie crumbles. Come back next week as we revisit our Tiger Woods injury discussion with Disney star Matthew M. Finley and map out Woods' possible road to recovery. Thanks for joining us. That was the Doggin Report on Soul Rebel Radio 90.7 KPFK.